Hi everyone, welcome back. Happy New Year. This is my first video of 2025 and I thought I'm probably a bit overdue to do my Q&A on my breast reduction. So I just picked the questions that I feel like everyone's going to want to know the answer to this, just to not make the video too long and boring. Question number 1, other than sports, what are some of the other reasons you had poor self-image about having big boobs? I have the same issue with myself, but I feel it's mainly stemmed from being picked on by both guys and girls alike just for having them. I often wonder if I'm making the decision for me or because of insecurities from others. I feel like that is such a hard question to answer. It's very personal. Let me just break this one down. Well, first of all, I'm really sorry to hear that you're being picked on. I don't really know how to answer this question. I feel like I got a lot of attention, but it was very unwanted attention. Like if I wanted to wear something that was maybe a little bit more revealing compared to a friend who didn't have big boobs, like on somebody else, it would look completely fine and nobody would look at them in a different way. But if I wore that and my boobs were like showing not a lot, but even just like a little bit, I feel like I would get a lot of looks and kind of people judging me more than somebody who didn't have big boobs wearing the same thing. And I felt like it made them think that I was dressing inappropriately. I don't know how to explain this. I feel like this is such a hard question to answer and I don't really know how to explain it. If you make a pros and cons list, that would be a good idea. And then just weigh up what you like about having big boobs and what you don't like about it. If the only reason you don't like having big boobs is because of other people and them making comments to you or looking at you or things like that, then I would say then you shouldn't be getting it done if that's your only reason. If you have other reasons that are affecting you personally, then that's different. But if it's just from other people's opinions, then I feel like you shouldn't be getting it done. If you're happy with yourself and how you look, you should never get something done because of other people. Does that make sense? I feel like that was such a hard question to answer, but I hope that helped a little bit. Next question is, what would you rate the pain of the procedure during the healing process, so after the surgery? I would say first 24 hours when I was in hospital was the best time. So good, no pain. I don't know if I was just a bit more comfortable because I was in hospital. Once I got home, I would not say I was in pain. That's one thing I'm going to say. I was not dying in agony in pain. I would say it was more discomfort. I was very uncomfortable. I couldn't get in, like comfortable positions. I did find it hard to sleep. I didn't sleep the first 3 nights, I think, just because I was in so much discomfort. I usually like to sleep on my side or on my stomach, and obviously I had to sleep on my back. I would say no pain, but out of 10, I'd rate the discomfort about a 6. And then every week I would say it was starting to get better. So the discomfort was getting better every week. But of course, if you watch my story time, my situation was a bit different because the painkillers I was prescribed were not actually working for me. So a lot of other people that I've spoken to that had breast reductions would have been feeling no pain and no discomfort. So that was just my personal experience. I was feeling quite a bit of discomfort. But of course, if the painkillers are working for you, then you're probably not going to feel anything. So just my personal experience. The next question is, how long did the healing take for you personally? I could start doing different things at different times. So I think I went on my first walk after 1 week. So I went back to work after about 5 weeks, I would say. And I would say I didn't feel 100% normal or as normal as I could be after a big surgery like that until about 2 months post-op. And I think that is around the time where I went back to the gym as well. Yeah, I would say you kind of just know when you're ready. Everyone, like, you just know within yourself and your body when your body feels ready to start doing things again. And for me, that was around the 2-month mark. Next question is, how long was it before you could comfortably wear normal bras and bikini tops, or just any normal tops? I would say after about 3 months is when I started wearing like bikinis. The surgeon did say you couldn't wear bras with underwire, so I think I didn't wear any bras with underwire for about 2 months. And before that, I was wearing this bra. This is not a proper surgical compression bra. This is just one I got from Big W, just as like a little bit of support and comfort, because my surgeon preferred his clients not to wear the compression bras after surgery. He taped you up instead, which I think I mentioned in my story time. I think maybe at about 3 weeks post-op, I got this little bra just for support, really. It's got no underwiring. It's just from Big W, and I liked how it had the clips in the front to make it easier for me to take it off and on, especially because you can't like lift your arms up. So it was really easy to take off and just throw it back, because obviously I couldn't move my arms very much. This is just the brand. It's just from Big W, and they were quite cheap as well. And I did find this quite comfortable, so I would recommend this if you're looking for not something as tight as a compression bra, but something to give you a little bit of support. And once I started wearing the underwire bras again during the day, I would still sleep in this just for the extra support, which I found really helpful. Next question is the scarring noticeable? I think the scars are always going to be there. Everyone's different, everyone's body is different in healing. I feel like my scars are not that bad. I think that they're very thin and very white, so I'm not really that fussed about my scars. Obviously for a breast reduction, the scars are a lot bigger than like getting breast implant surgery. So my scars do go underneath my whole cup and then coming up as well, but they are really thin and very pale, so I'm happy with that, but you can see them if you look. Next question is, do you have any regrets or advice you would give someone before they get surgery? I would say I don't have any regrets, because everything that went wrong with my surgery was something that couldn't be helped. There was nothing I could have done to prevent anything that went wrong, so I don't have any regrets. Some advice I'd give someone who's going to get surgery. This is so random, but when you pick a surgery date, I would pick a date so that is very far away from your period. So if you just finish your cycle, I'd pick it like literally within a few days of you finishing one cycle, because I feel like then you get at least 3 weeks or however many days until you're due again. And I just couldn't think of anything worse than getting my period like right after I had surgery, because obviously I know everyone's symptoms are different when you get your period, but my boobs get really sore and swollen on my period, and that just would have been really painful, I feel, right after having surgery, and everything's really tight and stitched up, and then your boobs getting swollen. So I would really recommend booking it in a time where your period is as much as it can be away. That way, when you are due to get your period, you will at least be 3 weeks recovered, and it might be a little bit less sore. Another bit of advice that I have is just to be really happy with the surgeon you pick. Make sure you're not just doing it to get it over and done with and getting the quickest person you can get. Make sure you're really happy, really comfortable, and feel safe and like you're going to get the job done properly, not just pay the cheapest person or the person who's available to get it done as soon as possible. Next question is, has your quality of life improved? 100%. I feel like I'm so much more confident, so much more content and happy with myself after the surgery. I did go to Europe about 3 months after I had my surgery done, and I feel like I would not have done that if I hadn't had the surgery, because I was so uncomfortable and insecure wearing bathers, and no bikini tops fit me and things like that. I probably wouldn't have even gone, because I wouldn't have gone to the beach or done anything that involved wearing a bikini. So I'm really happy that I've had it done. Next question was, what were your first thoughts / opinions immediately post-op? Well, my immediate first thoughts in the hospital were, this is great, I'm living the life of luxury, getting food brought to me and just clicking the button for someone to come. I had the time of my life in the hospital. Once I got home and the first few weeks of recovery, I'm going to be honest, I was thinking, what have I done? I was thinking, oh my God, I regret this. I've ruined my body. Oh my God, what have I done? Obviously, because how I mentioned in my story time, I got the infection. So yeah, I was not living it up during the recovery. Once you're over the hill, which for me was after the 2-month mark, it really, really got a lot better for me. And I was like, no, I don't regret this. I'm really happy. Do you know what I mean? So yeah. Next question is, was there a limit of how large your cup size had to be before the surgery to be performed? Great question, and the answer is no. So you don't have to be over like a D to get surgery. Like any size, if you're not happy and you feel like they're too big for you, you can get the surgery done. So no, it doesn't have to be over a certain size. Next question is, what products did you use during recovery? What would you recommend? Okay, so I have a few products that I've used. When your surgeon gives you the green light to start using products, you can start using some products to help with scarring or other things you might need. For me, I personally use in the shower the QV Gentle Wash to wash over my scars. Then I will either rotate between a moisturizer, and I've been using the Dermaveen one, and I like to use one that has like no fragrance and it's like a gentle kind of formula. I've also been loving the bio oil. I use that so much. I put the bio oil on in the morning and at night. I also use the Stratoderm Scar Treatment. It's quite expensive and it comes in a really small tube, but I was just wanting to try everything and anything, and I found that it was quite good. I think that's about everything that I've been using consistently. But of course, if you're getting the surgery done, I would always double check all the products you're going to use with your surgeon. Would you recommend the breast reduction? Why or why not? I definitely recommend it to anybody who's in a similar situation to me. It's definitely changed my life. Yeah, everything has just become a lot easier. And of course, I'm going to have to live with the scars, which is just something you have to accept if you're wanting to get a surgery. I'm not trying to encourage anyone to get a surgery just because, you know, write your list of pros and cons, and if you feel like it's the right thing for you, then I'd 100% recommend. And that's all the questions I have today. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope I answered any questions you guys had. If you had a question that I didn't answer in the video, feel free to leave a comment and I'll try answer it if I can. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.